After completing our Route 66 journey, we decided to stop in Cortez, Colorado on the way back home to Medford. Cortez is located in Four Corners area of the Southwest, which in and of itself is worth a trip. Besides Mesa Verde, you have Monument Valley, the Grand Canyon, Page, Arizona with Antelope Canyon, and the list goes on and on. Our main reason for visiting Cortez was to visit Mesa Verde National Park, which is one of the oldest national parks in the country. But first I want to talk about Cortez Airport and flying into the region. Our particular flight path took us directly over Mesa Verde National Park as we were approaching from the east. When flying over any national park, you have to maintain at least 2,000 feet AGL. The views over the park were absolutely stunning.
Cortez area traffic, Bonanza 7226 kilo is 11 to the east, 10,000 feet. We'll be crossing midfield for left downwind approach to 03 Cortez.
Triangle traffic, 2 Quebec here, 300 entering left base, runway 21.
There's the road to the park.
Standing lines traffic, Skydive 1, all divers away, descending west of the field, set up for 3. 26 Kilo, Cortez Unicom, you going to require any services today?
We should have a rental car there, and we would like fuel while we're spending the night, 26 Kilo.
Okay, we'll put you on tie down.
Thank you. Cortez traffic, Bonanza 7226 kilo is 5 to the north, west, and we'll be flying, crossing midfield for a left downwind approach to 03 Cortez.
Roger, Skydive 1, I can get it on the ground here in 2 minutes if you guys don't mind holding up for a second.
Cortez traffic, Bonanza 7226 kilo is crossing midfield now for left downwind approach to 03 Cortez.
Zero, zero at 03. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 20 Celsius. Dew point -03 Celsius. Altimeter 3025.
Cortez area traffic, Bonanza 7226 kilo is left downwind 03 Cortez. Cortez traffic, Bonanza 7226 kilos, turning left base for 03 Cortez. Cortez traffic, Bonanza 7226 kilos on short final for 03 Cortez. Cortez traffic of Bonanza 7226 kilos, clear of the active.
The town of Cortez has a population of about 9,000. There's one FBO which has excellent service. They picked us up with a golf cart from our airplane and helped with the luggage. Fuel prices were a little bit on the high side, but there were no landing fees or parking fees as I recall. Our rental car was waiting for us. We used a local company which the FBO recommended and helped us with. They were very courteous and an excellent value. There are other rental options, including Enterprise and Hertz, I believe. Just make sure that you plan well in advance to make sure that you have a car. After picking up our car, we drove directly to the park, stopping for lunch in town. After entering the park, we drove directly to the Farview Lodge and checked in for our 2-night stay. Again, I would recommend making dinner reservations well in advance. Although we went in October, which is low season, and really didn't have much trouble getting a room and or dinner reservations, or any time in the summertime it's going to be a lot more difficult. The Farview Lodge is a pretty traditional old-style national park hotel, has very sparse furnishings and relatively small bathrooms. However, the views were fantastic. We actually saw a herd of wild horses from our room over on the distant mesa. We ate at the Meatate Room restaurant within the lodge. The food was good. I would say it was really worth the amount you pay, but again, you're in a national park and you're paying for the experience. Mesa Verde is probably the best preserved indigenous historical site in the country and is certainly worth a visit for every person. Established by Congress and President Theodore Roosevelt in sites including 600 cliff dwellings. It is the largest archaeological preserve in the United States. Mesa Verde, which is Spanish for Green Table, or more specifically Green Table Mountain, is best known for structures such as Cliff Palace, which we visited, one of the largest cliff dwellings in North America. Inhabitants started back in 7,500 BC and was seasonally inhabited by a group of nomadic Paleo-Indians known as the Foothills Mountain Complex. The Pueblo people survived using a combination of hunting, gathering, and subsistence farming of crops such as corn, beans, and squash. The Three Sisters. They built the Mesa's first pueblos sometimes after 650 AD, and by the end of the 12th century, they began to construct the massive cliff dwellings for which the park is best known. In 1285, following a period of social and environmental instability driven by a series of severe and prolonged droughts, they abandoned the mesa and migrated south. During the Pueblo Third period, about 1150 to 1300s, Puebloans built numerous stone masonry towers that likely served as defensive structures. They often incorporated hidden tunnels connecting the towers to associated kivas. Periodic warfare occurred on the mesa throughout the 13th century. Civic leaders in the region likely attained power and prestige by distributing food during times of drought. This system probably broke down during the Great Drought leading to intense warfare between competing clans. The entrance to Mesa Verde National Park is on U.S. Route 160, approximately 9 miles east of the community of Cortez. Of note, in order to visit the major sites like Cliff Palace, you do need to make reservations for a guided tour. They won't allow individuals to explore these sites without the accompaniment of a park employee. Again, I would make these well in advance, just in order to make sure you get the time and date that you want and the site that you want to visit. The groups usually include 15 to 20 individuals. Bring a hat, sunglasses, and sunblock, and plenty of water. And also I'd bring a very good camera. In the notes below, you'll find a PDF of things you need to know before you go to visit Mesa Verde. We visited Cliff Palace, and it is the largest cliff dwelling in Mesa Verde National Park. The multi-storied ruin is the best known cliff dwelling in Mesa Verde. It is located in the largest alcove in the center of the Great Mesa. Dating back more than 700 years, the dwelling is constructed of sandstone, wooden beams, and mortar. Many of the rooms were brightly painted. Cliff Palace was home to approximately 125 people is all, and was likely an important administrative complex and part of a larger community of 60 nearby pueblos. These housed a combined population of about 600 people. By spending a full day in the park, I think you can get a very good idea of what this place has to offer. I would also allocate some time to the museums in the park. I hope you enjoyed this video and hope to see you again on our journeys of discovering the Bonanza and soon to be a new RV10, as the Bonanza has sold. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.